I bet that's where the sound's coming from.
I hear you breathing.
Well,
Someone.
y'all hear me okay?
I do.
I need to see if I'm going to get feedback, so I need a couple talking heads for a second.
I can hear you good. Blah, 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 blah,
Yeah,
blah,
I was
blah.
going to say,
The hell?
Anita and I are good at that.
Great.
Blah, 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 blah,
I was
blah.
going to say,
The hell?
Anita and I are good at that.
Uh-oh, I am getting it. I'm
Great.
getting twice.
You're
Yeah.
getting a recording loop. I just heard us recorded. I are good at that.
Oh, okay. I think I know what's.
Hey, we could sample that and put it on a wrap or something.
Yes, we
Maybe
could,
we
we
could
could
sell it
sing,
as
we
a-
could,
A planning commission fundraiser.
okay, I'm in. I don't know if anybody will buy it, but we can try.
Someone will always buy something. I can't
That's
believe the things
true.
people buy.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, everybody. You have 7 o'clock?
That's what it says on my computer.
Okay, that'll work. So let's call to order the Columbia Township Planning Commission's special meeting on Wednesday, June 16th, 2021 at 7 p.m. I'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call. Chris?
Here.
Anita?
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris,
Do
you
we
need to
need
say
to say where
your,
we are?
Oh, Van
you.
Buren County,
Sorry.
Grand Junction, Columbia Township.
thank you. Anita?
Present attending from Columbia Township, Van Buren County, Michigan.
Bev?
Yes, same here, attending remotely, Columbia Township, Van Buren County, Michigan.
Thank you. Dave?
Hi, this is Dave Marcelletti attending remotely from Columbia Township, Van Buren County, Michigan.
And Leslie, attending from Kearney Township, Antrim County, Michigan.
So did you get that?
I'm sorry,
Oh, did you get that?
did I get it?
Yeah. All right. Am I?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, you're good to go.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the agenda. Are there any changes or corrections to the agenda?
I don't have any.
If there are none, then I'll entertain a motion on the agenda.
I'll make a motion to accept the agenda as presented.
Okay. Motion by Bev to accept the agenda as presented. Is there support?
I'll support.
Okay, support by Anita. Any discussion? And we'll do a roll call vote. Chris,
Yes.
Anita,
Yes,
Anita. Oh, thank you. Bev,
Yes,
Dave,
Yes,
Leslie, yes, motion passes. Let's next move to the approval of the previous minutes from June 9th. I do have one small correction, and that's the spelling of Kearney Township. Under roll call, it's Kearney. Are there any other changes?
no, but are the minutes on this on the screen, or did I need to go in through from the website to get the agenda? I've got the physical agenda.
Oh, the minutes are on the website.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't, if you guys really want me to, I'll share my screen, but it is kind of difficult for me in my current setup. Since you guys only had one thing on your agenda, I was kind of hoping I didn't have to.
I don't need them.
Unless somebody else wants permission to share their screen and wants to share, that's fine too.
Oh, I can share mine.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Let's see. I'll just go through it slowly so you guys can see. Oh, I can make it smaller. Will that help?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Not too far.
I've already seen them. I just wanted to make sure the public could.
Okay, ready for the next page?
Yes.
yep.
Let me know when you're ready to go down further.
Ready?
Yep, go.
Good. They look good to me.
Okay, if there are no other changes, I would entertain a motion to approve with revision.
I'll make a
I move to
motion.
approve the minutes with the revision to correct the spelling of Kearney Township.
I'll
Okay, so
support.
okay, so that was a motion by Anita, support by Bev, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Any additional discussion? Okay. If there are no other points of discussion, we'll move to a roll call vote on the June 9th, 2021 minutes from the Planning Commission meeting. Chris,
Yes.
Anita,
Yes.
Bev,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes,
Leslie, yes, motion passes. We will now move to public comment at 7:07. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing the screen. Actually, don't see any public on here for comment, but okay, Have there been any communications received?
I have received none.
Okay. I also have received none. I guess since that's done, we will also close public comment at 7:07. And then move into the public hearing. The public hearing is regarding a communications tower special land use at 12316 52nd Street, parcel number 80-006-021-002-001. The Columbia Township is the owner with Row Communications, specifically Rick being the installer. So we will open the public hearing at 7:08. Christy, are you presenting as the applicant tonight?
I suppose so. You guys have the packet, so you see all the detailed information. The township engaged in a lease agreement with the county to place a communications tower at the fire hall. Initially, we believed that an SOU would not be necessary because it was going to be placed on the original footprint. However, the plans had to be changed to move the positioning of the tower. So that's why we are here requesting the SOU so they can begin construction.
Okay, and this is at Station 2?
At Station 2, yes.
Is that the one where we've where we voted that one time after the township hall got hit
Yes.
with a tornado?
Yep.
Okay. So what changed that causes this to not?
Well, actually, Anita,
special
before
use?
you ask, I think we need to have the audience for and against, and then the commission can ask
Okay.
questions. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, is there any audience comment about the special land use?
Not to call you out or anything, Marcia, but you're the only one here. So did you have anything to say about the special land?
Thank you, Marcia.
No, I have nothing to say. I just came on and I'm looking and thought, oh, there's nobody there but the planning commission. No, it's fine
Right.
with me.
Okay,
Nobody but the planning commission. Oh, Marcia.
it's because we're so
Well-
trusted. That must be what it is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay, so Anita, let's move into the commission questions and comments that you had.
Okay, so Christy, you said it had to be changed and now we need a special land use. So what changed that caused this extra step, I guess?
So there is a current tower at Station 2, and the original plan, I believe, or what I was told, was that the original tower would be torn down and this tower would be placed directly over top of the current footprint of that tower. If that was the case, then a special land use would not be needed. However, I think when they were doing their engineering review, they determined they could not put the current tower or the new tower where the current tower is located in that footprint. So they had to shift it a little bit, and that's why we need a special land use.
So when the first one went up, was a special land use needed to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a question, and I think Tasha would have handled this. Since this is a SOU and a public hearing, did letters go out to the adjacent property owners? Or were they required?
I would assume that Tasha sent those out. That would have been part of the notification process. And she did send the notification to the newspaper. But I can't guarantee, I didn't talk to her specifically about that.
Okay, I guess I should have asked in advance. Although I know she does that. I just thought I should ask the question.
Yeah, I know that she and I discussed it prior to scheduling, that there would be at least At the very least, the property owner that would be technically in the fall zone may want to attend the meeting. So she was going to send out those notices, but I never verified with her that she sent them out afterwards. So I don't want to say that I did, but I would
Yeah.
assume she did.
And this is a 911 tower, isn't it?
It is. It's an emergency communications tower. Yes.
Yeah. That was
I
the
have
only
a
question.
couple,
Sorry.
I have a couple of questions, not that they're necessarily issues, just for points of clarification. And looking at the requirements for telecommunications towers, was it addressed that there was a minimum spacing between communication tower locations of at least 2 miles? I don't know where there's another communications tower.
I don't know if someone specifically looked at that, but I'm not aware of any that are within a 2-mile radius.
Okay, another question was, I didn't see it in the plan, but do you know whether there's going to be anti-clamming devices on the tower?
Yes. Yeah, I saw that in there somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's in the plan. I think they have anti-climbing devices. In fact, I think there's an entry space because there's also a little shed that goes next to it. And I think that's all fenced off, if I remember correctly.
Okay, and I'm assuming that it doesn't interfere with radio, television, et cetera.
I would assume not, but I really don't know the technology, but most technology for radio and television is satellite now, and this is not. So
Okay. And because there wasn't color in the plan, it's supposed to match the exterior of the tower. The antenna is supposed to match the tower, which I would assume is not an issue.
I'm sorry, repeat that last one.
It says the antenna should be painted to match the exterior treatment of the tower, which I'm assuming is included in the typical design for the engineering firm.
Was that part of the plan?
It's part of the regulation.
Oh, okay. I
I-
can pass that information on. I don't know if it's in there or not. I was not aware.
I didn't see it, but like I said, I would assume that that's something that's fairly standard. And then the only other question I had was, it appears that there's a house to the north. And in the regulation, it states that there needs to be 2 alternating rows of evergreen trees.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It's under point N in the regulation. So I wanted to make sure that that was included.
I do not believe that is currently planned to be included. I was not aware of that.
Okay.
What does the regulation state exactly? I'm sorry, tell me where that regulation is. I don't have anything with me. I'm out of town, so I'm gonna have to look it all up later, but
Okay, under the ordinances in T, which is communication towers,
mhm.
it's point N, which states where the property adjoins any residentially zoned property or land use, the developer shall
Not
plant.
residentially zoned.
Okay, well, then I guess that's not an issue.
Yeah, that solved
Okay.
that. Fantastic.
That's all it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the extent of my questions, so, thank you.
Yep.
Are there any other questions?
No, you hit on all the ones that I had thought of when I was reading it over, but thank you.
Okay. If no other questions, then let's close the public hearing at 7:17. And move into new business, which is to discuss and provide a decision on the communication tower special land use and make a recommendation of either approval or denial to the board. Because the township board does the final approval on special land uses. So, discussion on the plan. Any thoughts?
Well, I feel like anything we can do to upgrade and or maintain signals out here, and the 911 signal is actually the most important one.
Hmm.
I think the only concern, which isn't like a strong concern, but just to be addressed going towards for the board, is to ensure that point K under the ordinances is being met with the paint color. But again, I don't think
Yeah,
that's going to be a significant issue.
I thought I read that somewhere, but now I can't find it.
Yeah, I looked through and I couldn't
There's-
find it, but
There's a lot of information about the ground. Sand, silt, clay.
looks very thorough.
Could learn a lot here. Tor vein shear tests.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about what we don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, what do they call it? Geoengineering?
Yeah. Very technical. They could write anything in here. I'd believe it.
Yeah.
All right, just kidding.
So again, I'm not significantly concerned, but just because of the ordinance, we'll just want to verify that that is indeed. So,
And this tower could be one that, it's already all one tower. That's all one color.
right, yeah,
Yeah.
it could.
When
it could
these
very-
ordinances were written, we're not even sure what kind of towers they were envisioning.
But you said there's already a tower there. They're just putting up a bigger one, right? But this lease agreement is from just last November.
Yes, that is correct. There was a prior lease agreement for the old tower, for the current tower.
Okay. Yeah, now that I'm looking again, I can't find much about the actual structure, just lots of stuff about the ground. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to read, but
Yeah, on the design notes, they don't note anything at all about color. Just that it withstands certain wind speeds and that kind of thing.
yeah. But it's made of steel. Do they actually paint it or do they just, it's steel?
I don't know.
Or you can paint
I
steel.
would think,
They would have to
I would
paint,
think they wouldn't.
just
I would think they would
I
to
would
keep
think
it from rusting.
correct.
Oh, yeah. Hot pink it is.
No, regulation says it has to be, minimized appearance, so no hot pink.
Yeah.
Sorry, maybe next time. Okay, so other points of discussion on this?
I have none.
None here.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
So what do you think about the idea of making a motion to recommend approval, assuming verification of point K of the ordinance, which is the color?
I'm good with that. Are you looking for somebody to make the motion?
If it seems valid.
You know what, the only reason I hesitate to do that is because with this being an emergency tower, I just don't know what I don't know. And it could be possible that emergency towers look a certain way as opposed to cell phone towers and all the others that are out there. And I was just hoping that this engineering company that they're using is probably one that does this all the time. Of course, I don't know if they've read our ordinances.
Well, I guess my thought on it is we don't do the final approval, so we could make the note to have it checked. And
Okay.
if it comes back and says, no, this is the way it has to be, and, your ordinance is inconsistent with the emergency rules, then the township board could certainly overrule that and say, we're going to pass the SLU because of the emergency nature of the tower, or what have you.
I can
Oh.
confirm that the engineering company has received a copy of the regulations. And they have not expressed a concern.
Oh, okay.
But I think because of our ordinances, we at least need to point out that we're recognizing that it is a point, so somebody else doesn't come back with a different tower and, we have
Mhm.
enforced the rule on them, and we didn't make note of it in this case, since we don't know.
And that sounds reasonable. I think that's getting it done with just adding that note there.
Yeah, just a point of verification, because the board will need to know. Okay, so somebody willing to make a motion on that?
I will. I'll move to approve the installation of a emergency tower on the property indicated with clarification from the company on item K of the zoning ordinance.
If you don't mind, Anita, the motion is actually to send the approval to the board. So I actually just pasted that recommended language in the chat for you.
Oh, okay. Wait, I gotta pull that up. Okay, here we go. I move to recommend approval of the SLU for the communication tower, special land use, Columbia Township, 12316 52nd Street. I need to read the whole property number?
Yep.
Okay. 80-06-021-002-001, the 911 communications tower at the fire station to the township board with insurance that item K is properly addressed.
Said.
I'll
Is there support for that? Okay.
Okay, Bev, you have to repeat that.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, it was moved by Anita to recommend approval to the board, supported by Bev. Is there any further conversation? If there is none, we'll move to a roll call. Chris?
Yes.
Anita?
Yes.
Bev?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Leslie? Yes, motion passes. Is there any other business that has come before the commission? New business.
I have none.
Is there any old business that has come before the commission?
Again, I have none.
Okay. And we will open public comment at 7:26. Please keep your comments to 3 minutes.
We have no one viewing on YouTube and Marcia's the only one here. So Marcia. Do you have any comments?
And I do not see anything in the chat.
Yeah, my comment is that things that I have driven by the old tower. And it's not obtrusive. I feel that the new tower will not be obtrusive, and that the company that's putting it up knows what they're doing, and that it should be approved, because I think it's important that we have 911 communication, especially because I live in a hollow over here. And I'd like to have a closer tower, so, in case I need them. So, yeah, I don't see, the other one's fine where it's at. I mean, it's not really near anybody. I mean, there's a lot of area out there. I know the people that live next door and they never complain about it, so I'm fine with it. Yes, that's my comment.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Welcome.
Any other public comment at this time? Hearing none, we will close public comment at 7:28. And I will accept a motion for adjournment.
I'll move to adjourn the meeting at 7:28.
And is
And
there
I'll support. Yes, I'll support. This is Bev.
Okay. We'll do a roll call. Chris,
Yes.
Anita,
Yes.
Bev,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Leslie. Yes, we're adjourned at 7:28. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Good
Thank you.
night.
Thanks. Good night.
Thank you, Marcia and Christy and Leslie and David, Chris and Anita.
All right, good night.